Hello. Hello. Can everybody
Yo,
hear us? How's it looking? I have to wait the 10-second delay again for people to people to reply. Could someone write in chat if you can hear us or not hear us? That would be
yes.
really
Please
helpful.
say hi.
Might be a little more delayed this time. Or maybe we just got a bunch of bots watching. Awesome.
How many
Okay.
viewers do we have?
We have 15 right now. It's gonna grow. Awesome. All right,
Okay,
it's all
very
working.
cool.
Cool. So welcome to Sprint 2. Thank you so much for competing so far. This is super exciting. This is like the matches for this sprint are like so much more complex than they were last week like already. And we still got like a whole like almost a month to go yet.
Yeah.
So
We
this
we've seen some like absolutely insane strats. Like I think people have been DMing me with their like crazy new algorithms that I'm not allowed to leak. But
keep DMing us. Keep DMing us with cool things. The screen you're looking at right now is just some stats about like where we're at right now. This is our little admin dashboard, but we're up to 160,000 matches now, and you can see the number of matches per day is just going up. And there's like people are testing a lot, like almost one in 7 games is either an unrated or a test, which is really cool to see as well. Um,
yeah, I was actually really impressed with the number of bots on ladder. I think you guys have done a really good job. I mean, I know most of the bots are broken, but I'm sure you guys will get there by the
no,
by
no,
the
no,
qualifiers.
all the bots are perfect. Okay, so before Okay. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to reveal every single RO16 round and show who got through to the actual RO16. So we'll show you the round fours. So let's do a little bit of time. So first off, we have our number one seed Blue Dragon, and they beat Meow Fan Club going to the first RO16. That's your first 16 finalist. Then the next two were Signal and Johnsmo's Try Battlecode. Signal made it through, and they're matched up against Blue Dragon. So Blue Dragon is the favorite here. They've been like crazy dominant this week. It's been insane to look at. They're
I
like
think they hit like 20, 25, 60 or something. Absolutely nuts.
it's
Like we didn't even know that was possible.
ridiculous, yeah. But they've been super dominant. So this is one to watch. Next to JDK, more like IDK. You might recognize that from last week. Beat out Mop to make it. And then I'm not going to try and say that, but a very Polish team beat Uling Hui to make it to the RO16. Next up are Windrunners versus SEAL Team 4. Windrunners made it through to the RO16 along with Never Surrender, who beat out Jython. Next up is Bois versus Give Me a Job. Bois made it through along with Blower Drash, who beat out Awu's apprentice. Or is it Awu? I don't know how to say it actually. Like, what's the canonical pronunciation?
I was apprentice.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, Give Me a Job was dominating like last week, so it's very interesting to see an early round takeout.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of new names here from last week. There's like Blue Dragon, for instance. I don't think was in the RO16 last week. Like, there's been a
Yeah,
huge shift.
I'm seeing a lot of teams that are like quite active on the Discord, which is very cool.
Yeah. Then in a bit of an upset here, Squishy, who was our number two seed, who was a master here, lost out to Closed AI in a 3-2, to go up against Camaleres, who beat out Can I Get a Job? Can I Get a Job? Notably different to Give Me a Job. We've got
Yeah, clearly there's a lot of people who want jobs.
yeah. We're gonna watch this game actually, the Squishy versus Closed AI game. This match, just to show the matches in that one too. And then the maps there.
This person's asking for a job more nicely though.
Yeah. This one's more assertive. This one's sort of requesting nicely. We have Operation Marvin versus Nothing Ever Battles, which is one of my favorite team names. We're playing up against Lorem Ipsum, who beat out Make Fire. Then Pantheon made it through. That's our number three seed, another master, who are up against four buffoons with Claude Code. And then three Mice Luck into Cambridge made it, beating out Cheesy Nachos, who you might remember from last week. And then MFF1, again, you might recognize from last week, beat out Hehe I Do Battlecode, Smiley Face. Then TVT lost out to Meeps for the RO16. So your RO16 finalists are Blue Dragon, Signal, JDK More Like IDK, Can't say that. Windrunner, Super Surrender, Bois, Blardrash, Closed AI, Los Camaleres, Nothing Ever Battles, Lorem Ipsum, and then, oops, little sneak peek there, and then Pantheon and Three Mice Lock into Cambridge, MFF1, and Meeps. So the first thing we're going to show you is this match here. So as we go, I want you to comment on the maps, James, because you made most of these this week.
Yeah, so this is my reasonably inaccurate recreation of the Mandelbrot set. I guess the idea here is that Rush seems quite easy because the cores are quite close together, but I'm not sure if it's actually the optimal thing because there's so many resources on this map.
Yeah, this is a super resource rich one. So let's dive into it. So we're gonna go a bit slower on these first games, but you can see Squishy at the top here versus Closed AI at the bottom. Let's zoom in a little here. Something Squishy do that's really cool that I've seen in quite a few matches is they have this like they build like a bunker around their harvesters with launchers to protect as well. So they properly build a base, which is sort of unique currently.
Yeah,
Um,
I think this is really clever. Like having bridges and like a wall bunker around your harvesters means that it's basically impossible to attack your supply chain.
yeah, yeah.
It's like really good against these like early rushes.
Unfortunately, though, Squishy's not up against a rush bot here. Closed AI are also an econ bot,
Yeah.
and it looks like they just squeeze out way more harvesters here. Um,
It looks like they're doing very similar strategies, but yeah, they're just doing it much faster.
Although to be fair, there's more throughput here. I assume this is getting clogged up because there's only 2 entry points for the titanium to come in
Yeah.
here versus 3 here. So there, maybe Squishy takes this one actually. I'm curious to see.
I'm really happy with how many markers teams are using. Like we were like unsure whether people would make good use of that mechanic, but clearly people have done pretty good. Although I'm actually not like it's really hard to tell if people actually like what people put on the markers. Like they could
Yeah,
just be like random.
yeah. Like what is 29C3 here in hex? Like I don't. It's impossible. um, so cool. Closed AI take the first one. This is just a marginal
Yeah.
difference in terms of amount of throughput of titanium to the core. Um, next one is Sierpinski Evil, which is
So we actually we made like two Sierpinski maps in parallel, and we were just like, let's use both and call one good and one evil.
but we didn't actually drop the good one into the into the maps, so we've just got the evil one, unfortunately.
So I think this map is really good for rush because the cores are extremely close together. But also routing is a bit hard because there's a lot of like annoying diagonals, and not very easy paths to the resources. So
yeah, this is an interesting pathfinding one. So I mean both get resources off rip, um, and it looks like it's just a little bit of a rush here from Squishy. So they managed to find a sentinel spot, stealing the opponent's
yeah,
harvester. I
they
take it. Cool.
they really stuck that sentinel in there. That's
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I like this map. I'm biased because I made that map.
yeah.
Next up,
Okay,
Pixel
so this one's
Forest.
a bit the cores are a bit further away. I think this is quite a sparse map.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
mean,
you can see the bots getting stuck here on for Squishy.
yeah, I mean this is not reachable. This is an
Yeah, yeah,
evil tree.
that was the that was the idea. Put in some adversarially designed maps.
Yeah.
Um,
So, oh, there's a little
yeah, well,
sentinel
there's a
fortress
sentinel on the right
here.
hand side, like shooting over the wall, which is interesting, like shooting into the tree.
Yeah, and it looks like closed AI is completely locked out here of any income. You can see titanium collected is just flat. So I think Squishy take this one. Um, man, so it's up 2-1 to Squishy, but we do know they lose here. So we can play out the other 2 games. bar chart
Yep.
first. This is another rush friendly map. This one is
Yeah.
there's no real problems here. Except unless you route downwards and like like get stuck.
So I might have made too many rush maps in this sprint, but it is what it is. Um, yeah, rush will be worse next week. I hope.
Oh,
Um,
some early. Ooh, okay.
yeah.
There's some sentinel fighting here,
They've got a sentinel on either side of the harvester.
but Squishy don't have any income because they haven't got these ores over here.
Yeah.
So I think closed AI just take it. This looks like a
So one thing I was noticing watching ladder this week is there's a lot of very interesting launcher strats, which is quite exciting. So hopefully we'll see a lot more of that later.
yeah.
Um,
And finally butterfly, which I really like. I like this map. These ores all around the edge here are not reachable. So this is another kind of punishing pathfinding map.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
routes.
And actually, like, it looks like rush will be easy here, but I actually think like the routing in the middle. I mean, but we'll see what happens. The routing in the middle is quite hard.
Yeah, and it's
Um,
it's so easy to get stuck. Like there's just a single choke point. Um, okay, there's super high throughput for closed AI here. Like coming from like there's that's crazy. There's like 7 different harvesters
it's
going
a
into it.
very efficient.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whereas there's
I
just
mean,
less here.
if we look at the graphs, it looks like yeah. I think they've got the same number of harvesters actually.
Okay, we
But
can check that.
I guess closed. Like Silver just got there earlier.
Yeah, I mean, well, they yeah, Squishy have more harvesters. I think it's just they're bottlenecked here. Like there just isn't enough
Yeah.
throughput. Whereas there's
Or like from the titanium collected graph, it looks like they have um
yeah.
the same income.
So I think yeah, I think closed AI just take this one. Damn, yeah. So that's a really tough upset. An Emerald team taking out our number 2 seed. I think
Yeah,
yeah, unlucky
taking out one of the
maps.
grandmasters.
Yeah, really unlucky maps. I think potentially, but also what can you do? So let's continue. Let's go on to the actual real games this time. So these are going to be different matches now, different maps. I mean, for RO16. So RO16 and quarters have the same maps, and then semis and final have the same maps too. So let's show the first match: Blue Dragon versus Signal. So again, Blue Dragon is our number 1 seed. So they're in orange. They're the ones to watch here. And this
So
is an
I actually think this is
anti-rush.
probably like the hardest map to rush on. Like you have to route all the way around to reach the opponent's core. This is like the most anti-rush map in the map pool.
Yeah, this is crazy. So
Um,
you have to go all the way around here, all the way around here, like go all the way, all the way, all the way. This is a crazy one. So this is gonna be interesting to see Blue Dragon who do rush strats, see how they sort of tackle this. So immediately, Blue Silver have a bit of a advantage here.
yeah, it's interesting they're like burning roads over the ores. Um,
Yeah.
both teams trying to get their harvesters set up.
Okay, Blue Dragon are thinking. They're thinking hard.
They've managed to reach the opponent's core.
Okay. So there's
Oh,
some offensive sentinels here.
the first sentinels are up.
But again, I mean, Silver is so far ahead here.
So this is like one of the reasons why I actually think like sentinels are very hard to nerf. Like because there's a lot of maps where you can build a sentinel behind a natural wall. You can just get these sentinels that just shoot over and like completely fuck your opponent.
Yeah. Okay, so there's they've got some sentinels in now. They're
Yeah.
stealing the opponent's
And they've got
resources.
launchers next to their sentinels, which might be like a defensive
Yeah,
strategy.
we can watch this in slow motion now. Let's see. I mean, I think they're trying to heal maybe. I don't know. I think Signal aren't really defending here. I think this is tough.
Well,
But the launcher would, if they got close enough, would throw them away, I think, which is
I
really
think
cool.
that the sentinels have killed the builder bot, so they shouldn't be able to heal anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think Blue Dragon win this one with a little bit of an offense. Cool. Next up is Gaussian,
Yeah.
if it
So
if it loads. There we
so this map is like based off of a normal distribution. It kind of looks like a slime.
go. Yeah, and this one's quite rush friendly again, but very resource sparse. So this is a quick map, I think. Oh,
Yeah,
immediately. Oh my
yeah.
god, like 4 sentinels
Blue
on the
Dragon
core.
is clinical with it.
That's crazy. They're so good
If
with
they see an
their
opportunity,
attack.
they'll immediately strike.
Yeah. Okay. Next up is Git branches. This looks like Git branches. Very self-explanatory. Uh,
Lots of nodes.
it is interesting though in that
Um,
you have to either route all the way to the center to get resources, or you route downwards. Like there's no diagonals you can walk over
yes. So
here.
one interesting thing here is I think the like resources are quite far away from the bases, which maybe makes rush worse. But like also again, like if you're doing the parasitic rush, you're using the ones that go into the opponent's base anyway. So maybe that doesn't make it.
Yeah. So let's dive right in. Um, it looks like Blue Dragon
Okay.
do get income off rip.
Yeah. Blue Dragon's pathfinding is just better. Like you can see they very
Oh,
quickly make it to the walls.
wow. And they've put sentinels down aggressively, stopping
Yeah.
stopping Signal from getting anything
Are those
here.
not just blocking their own bots?
I don't think so. I think they're just walking around. It's funny.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay, okay. Let's speed through this. I think
Okay, let's speed this
Blue
one
Dragon
up.
just take it. Um, yeah. I mean, Signal are
Signal has zero
completely.
titanium, so
They're soft locked here.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so,
Okay, take that.
soft locking will be removed next patch, but I still think like you might get situations like that.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a dominant win by Blue Dragon there. We'll show the next two maps in this match.
yeah.
So JDK more like IDK
So now
versus
we've seen all the maps, you might go a little bit. We might go a little bit quicker.
yeah. Let's start with the cubes this time,
Yeah,
which is the fourth map here. So this is a really
yeah,
big map that again is more of a pathfinding test.
yeah. This
It's
is
got a
this
lot of
is this is
resources.
like an evil pathfinding map. Yeah, to get to the opponent's core, you have to go like all the way like around loads of corners.
Yeah, it's tough. So I'm really curious how they do here. So let's go a little faster here. Okay, they're pathfinding. JDK more like IDK has some income. The Polish team do
Yeah.
not. They've got some bots thinking.
You can see the like wall following logic of
Oh,
JDK more like IDK.
instant rush here. Instant rush. Peeking over the
Very
wall with a
cool.
sentinel. Nice. Great from JDK there. Next up is
Okay.
tiles. So this is a sort of similar map, but there's a lot more resources. And it's a little bit of an easier path find because
Yeah.
there's a lot of
And we can see a lot of these teams are using fairly similar strategies. So like the and also like walling off your turrets, walling off your harvesters.
yeah.
I think
I
that's really
think
clever.
that's one difference from like last week is that like last week there was very little defensive harvesters and it was a lot more about just going out there getting stuff. Now there's a ton of launchers, ton of walls, which is
Yeah.
cool to see. But I think this is
Yeah, I
another
think barriers were quite slept on last patch actually. Barrier is actually quite a useful building.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
So it's another JDK win. Let's bring you to socket. Let's show another because I think this map's really interesting to watch in general because it's like it
yeah.
is sort of it's an econ map, but there's not many ores, so it's like it's they're really far away, so it's kind of a cool.
Although most of the teams seem to have been able to route all the way around this. We thought this would be a really hard pathfinding map.
But no, they're chilling. Okay, yeah, I mean it looks like neither got any income
Both
here.
teams have no production.
Yeah, yeah they got completely stuck here. But I think JDK more like IDK take it because they have one more
With
harvester.
one harvester.
Damn. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Crazy.
that's the main reason for the change. Like, resolving a lot of games on on having one more harvester than your opponent seems a bit.
Yeah.
All right.
In chat, someone says Sentinel range is just way too strong right now. I think I think that is kind of true, but you have to bear in mind like Sentinels are pretty weak compared to the other turrets, like in terms of the damage they do. Like they're a lot
Yeah,
more
and like
critical.
economically they're a lot weaker. So like the idea of the Sentinel is it has a longer range than any other turret, but also it's like more expensive and also lower DPS than any other turret.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of like we anticipated that it'd be mostly used to like take out supply lines, but I guess people have found quite a lot of clever uses for it just because of the map designs.
Yeah, I think also like the other turrets are much harder to use because they're like they don't shoot over walls. They don't like they're not pick any talon range. Like they're much more difficult to use. So I think we'll start seeing them later once competitors' bots get more advanced. Potentially, we'll see. Hopefully, but that's
We're probably going to give the gunner some love next patch. Um,
okay. Yeah, never surrender. Have a lot more income here. You can see the graph. But yeah, I think they might take this one. I think it looks like Windrunners are too scared of a rush to to get more resources coming into base. They've got three
yeah.
sentinels down instead.
Lots of conveyor lines though, although they seem to be getting bottlenecked.
Yeah. Oh, okay. They're stealing opponent resources here, which is kind of interesting. Damn, yeah, this is an interesting one. I wonder like what these bots are thinking about. And also I'm really curious, like this sentinel here is pointed directly at two harvesters and it's choosing not to
Yeah, but
shoot them.
it's not shooting them. It's definitely
Yeah.
in range. Yeah,
So let's look at
interesting.
Gaussian next. Maybe it's just like they. Oh wow. Okay, I should slow down here. That's a immediate rush with proper proper gunners there.
Yeah,
Crazy.
this map is very rush friendly.
I'm gonna go back a little there because that was a 100 turn game. That's crazy. Okay,
I
let's.
think it's the combination of like the two cores being close together and also there being like a resource right next to the opponent core.
Okay, yeah. So this is a super quick rush. They immediately put turrets down,
So they
feeding
use
off of
three
the
different
opponent.
kinds of turrets.
Yeah,
I guess the launchers for defending the gunner.
yeah. Looks like it. And the sentinel and the two gunners are just for attacking the
Yeah,
core.
very clean.
Though it looks like this gunner isn't attacking for some reason. I don't know why. Because it's definitely being fed. Actually, no, it can't be fed from that. Can it? Can't remember
It
how.
can be.
Oh, it can be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Weird. Okay. All right. Next up is git branches or one to one.
Hmm.
So again, this is a tough one if you don't route downwards. So it looks
Yeah,
like
so
Windrunners just lose here because they didn't
I,
do
I
that.
actually think I actually think Russia is surprisingly hard on this map because of how far away the resources are.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. Yeah, because I mean they immediately routed to the left with most of their bots, and then they sent a one bot down, and they immediately placed three sentinels, which means they're they do have the resources, but I guess they're just too poor and they can't figure out how to route this back
yeah,
to base.
also with scaling because they have a few sentinels up, so maybe their costs are too high.
Yeah. So yeah, I think
I mean, if you scroll down, you can see their scaling breakdown.
crazy.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
building a perimeter. That's that's funny. They're
Uh,
styling on them. They're so rich they don't care anymore. And yeah, okay, never surrender. Just take that one. Um,
Very
next up,
cool.
cubes. So this is the another difficult rush map, but if you can sneak into this little like bunker opposite the core, you can snipe them like we saw in that last match.
Yeah.
Although it looks like never surrender. Have they run out of money? They have. Yeah, they completely run out of money.
Teams have instantly run out of money. Maybe this map was too hard to sprint to.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is kind of a them issue. To be fair, like they immediately put down three harvesters, a bridge, a ton of conveyors before even getting a single source, and then they put down three sentinels
Yeah.
immediately. Like,
But yeah, the little sentinel pocket's quite interesting. I didn't think of that when placing the core there.
I think
Um,
never surrender take this one though because they got the three harvesters down. Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. GG. Well played. Um,
for one.
Bois versus Blaurdrash. Let's go a little faster through these now. Let's look
Yeah.
at tiles. So Bois,
Yeah, so
Bois
one
was
thing about this
dominant
map
day
is
one.
it's actually quite hard to directly pathfind to the opponent core, I think.
When you say that, they're they're
Um,
right there. Oh look, yeah, they're destroying the.
I guess just based on the symmetry calculations, but like at least the map to me seems like it routes you away from the opponent's core.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, they
They proved me wrong very quickly.
no, but they're being such a nuisance here. They keep breaking the supply
They keep
line.
breaking the conveyor going into their own turret.
So they placed another
Oh.
one that also isn't fed correctly. That's it. Oh, this one's fed though.
Oh,
Okay.
there we go. Yeah, it's like they're breaking their own like their own supply chains.
Yeah.
That's a lot of sentinels.
No, that's crazy. I don't. It's like kind of overkill. But yeah, you can see again like this is a launcher using team. This is also still a bridge using team,
Yeah.
even though they're more expensive now. They're
Yeah, I just think they're easier to defend. I mean, also you kind of have to use bridges on some maps, so like no
yeah
matter what, bridges will never become obsolete.
yeah. But it's so interesting how they don't use conveyors for like this line here. It's just like it's just straight up worse. But I guess it's easier to get the bot working. It's
It's
less.
interesting like watching the different like launcher densities of teams. Like a lot of people have picked up that you should be using launchers on defense, but
Mm,
some people are using it more rather than less. I think they're quite expensive scaling wise, just if you were to put on all of your supply chains.
yeah. This seems tough on Bois. I think Bois are trying to bug nav over to the opponent's base, but they it does not work for this one, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think the pathfinding this map is quite hard. The teams that we saw before have quite good pathfinding.
Crazy.
Yeah, because like it looks like you should want to go up.
Yeah.
So if you don't have sufficiently good pathfinding,
Oh, but at the very end there, one of them escaped to try and look around. That's crazy at the very end. Let's look at gate branches now. Um,
yeah,
let's see. Oh, okay, okay. So one of them goes for the middle, and then one goes down. Interesting.
one of them's building like a plaza of roads.
Yeah, they built a full circle around them. God, there's so many conveyors from Flower Trash here. There's so much. Yeah, yeah, you're right. The conveyor spam is crazy. It's
It
super
looks
interesting.
like a train route or something.
It
So
really could be
Bois
like a.
has I think
Oh,
Bois has like a ninth of the production of Flower Trash.
oh, but it looks like Bois is
They're
sourcing some
they're trying to cut off their
resources.
opponent.
I don't think they're trying to cut it off.
But
I
I
think they're trying to make a sentinel. What are they doing? Are they trying to bring it all the way back to base?
yeah.
Wow.
I mean Flower Trash just has so many builder bots like monitoring the supply lines that
They're monitoring the
it
situation.
looks like they keep like destroying and rebuilding the supply lines.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is so funny from Boisbot here, like bringing it all the way back the long way around. Cool. Okay, next up,
Interesting.
let's look at cubes. So
Okay,
I'd
so
be super
what
curious
maybe
to
that's
see
a
what Bois.
pathfind.
Yeah, because Bois
Okay,
is
so
an
these
attacking.
teams have managed it. Um,
Yeah, because they found the ore here. They found the core. How are they gonna do it? Oh, they launched themselves over the
that's
wall.
not Sentinel.
They launched themselves over and they put us. Oh, nice.
There we go. Very cool. Yeah, they launched the builder bot over.
Yeah,
Um,
I think that's pretty cool. Let's
yeah.
right next up, Gaussian. This is another rush friendly map, so I think
Okay.
Bois might
Some
be.
interesting pathfinding going on there.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
Bois.
and
Bois instantly get a couple sentinels down.
yeah, I think Bois got like some really good rush, so all of the
Yeah.
rush maps, they've got them down.
GG.
Um,
Awesome. All right, next
okay.
up is Closed AI versus Los Camaleres.
Okay, yeah,
Let's see how
we
this
might
goes.
go a little bit faster. Um,
Yeah.
just
No.
just so we can get to the exciting matches near the end.
So closed AI have some really good sort of flow here, and then there's some really good defense from Los Camaleres
Yeah.
here. So
Some interesting defense. Yeah, Sentinels pointed towards their own base.
yeah, which
Um,
I guess.
I saw a lot of discussion in the Discord about like whether pointing Sentinels towards your base or away from your base is better.
Yeah. I'm not sure, dude. Imagine if Sentinels could rotate. Oh, the scenes, be a different world.
Like,
But
there'll be outrage on the Discord.
I think closed AI take this one just by virtue of the like 7 harvesters they have
Yeah,
down. So
they
let's
just
see
have
here.
much better production.
And it looks like neither could route properly to attack. There's a little wall here
Yep.
blocking. No, actually, they can go through.
Well,
Oh,
actually, they can't because they would have to destroy the marker. I guess
yeah.
they haven't worked out this kind of pathfinding.
Cool. Let's look at Gaussian. Oh, too fast, too fast.
Oh,
Okay, so immediately there's a bit of a skirmish. They're
yeah. So
defending.
actually, the launchers are doing a lot of work here to prevent the rush, I think.
Yeah. Although there's some enemy wall spam
Some
here,
yeah,
barriers.
some offensive barriers.
Oh, although
They seem to be working quite well.
there's some. They keep destroying the marker and putting it back down again, I think.
Yeah. So actually, I've added the
Oh, nice.
oh
Yeah, Los
oh
Caballeros.
that's a very sneaky sentinel
Yeah, one on this
from the
side
flank.
too. I think they yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how many people noticed, but I've added the like green border for like when you build something and red border for when something got destroyed, just to make it a bit more easy to read.
Yeah.
So like sometimes you can see if you get a builder bot like stuck behind a marker, it's just like constantly replacing it, which is quite funny.
Yeah. And Varians 2004 in chat. Yes, the brackets will be available. They'll be published as soon as the stream is over. You'll be able to access it by
Yeah,
looking at tournaments here, and it'll be
yeah.
Sprint 2 there.
Uh, I think if you just do regular bug nav on this map, like you can see that bot just going around in a circle. I think regular bug nav is quite bad on this map. Um,
Yeah,
just because of the branching design.
that's so funny. It's
Like just to follow the wall on the right.
yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah, I think this one's locked out. I wonder who has more. Nobody's collected
Harvesters.
anything. They got completely stuck overspending on their thing. So harvesters, yeah, goes to gold here. Goes to closed AI. Damn.
I'm so glad we added the 256x.
Yeah, me too. Let's go on to cubes. Let's make this slower
Okay.
here. So
Yeah. So I think this is probably the most evil map that we put in the map order sprint. But a lot of the teams seem to be able to like successfully play it.
Yeah, there's some good defense here from Los Camaleras. I'm curious one
I,
closed
I'm,
AI
I'll have to look at
attack.
this. I think a lot of people were doing this in Sprint 1 where they just put a conveyor all the way around the core, and I think it's quite useful.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't really understand it though. Like I feel like if you're gonna put it down, you might as well just put it down when you need it, surely. Like it's
yeah, I think it makes it a bit easier because I guess there's a bigger area for you to bridge onto.
yeah, that's true. I guess like if you bridge from like this direction here, it's annoying to have to go all the way back around to place a conveyor down. Um,
Yeah,
'Cause unless yeah, they can't reach over the wall, I guess. No, they can actually. I don't know. But yeah, there's so much more income here for closed AI. Crazy.
that's a very cool looking bridge network.
This is super sick to look at. But I really like the defense here on the harvesters as well. I mean, yeah, this is a. I mean, because I'm curious when they choose to attack or not attack, because both of these are bots that have attacked each other. I think.
I guess it's not the cores are quite far apart.
So they're just
Um,
in full
one
eco
thing that
mode.
the top ladder bots do is they do quite opportunistic rushes. Like they get enough resources and then they go attack, which is
Yeah.
clever.
Well, GD to closed AI. Closed AI take that. Which is a bit of an upset actually. Over Los Camaleres. Cool. Awesome. Next is Nothing Ever Battles versus Lorem Ipsum. Let's
I
go.
wonder if that name is based off of the battle code.
Yeah, no, I think I can't remember what their team bio is, but it's something like yeah, it's good. I like their name. So Lorem Ipsum place barriers here defensively. They have a lot of launchers as well. Um, and then Nothing Ever Battles are thinking pretty hard.
Some interesting routing. Because that bridge goes onto the other bridge, but it could just like
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of I think this is a little overcomplicated, but I think it looks cool. It looks really
yeah.
sick.
I think this the splitter based design is from Adgato Sprint 1. Um,
uh,
but yeah, I,
yeah,
I I'm I like the addition of launchers into it. I think that adds a lot of defense.
yeah. So
I
Lorem
think people
Ipsum
were
take that.
predicting that rush would be really good, so they've done a lot of anti-rush
Crazy.
anti-rush strategies.
So there's some. Oh yeah. Sorry, that's one thing in chat someone pointed out. Yeah, there's a foundry here, which is really interesting. So Lorem Ipsum are actually making
Very cool.
Axionite. I don't know if they're using it. Like, I think they're just putting it
Well,
into core.
one thing I noticed is that like because quite few of the bots make Axionite. So if you can like successfully defend against a rush, and get like a single stack of Axionite, you're beating like quite a lot of ladder.
Yeah. I mean, Lorem Ipsum actually attack here, and they have the Axonite div, so they've won in every metric. It's
Yeah.
crazy. All right, now let's see in this
Do,
map.
do you know what some means? I actually don't know what that means. I've heard that before somewhere.
Isn't it? It's just made up Latin, right? It's used on like the sample copy text. I think it's not real. It's just
Yeah.
okay. Neither get resources. They both overspend. That's the downside of putting
Yeah,
all
I
these
think I
barriers
think
down.
this map was harder than I anticipated.
Yeah. So I think the winning team is probably orange here. Nothing ever battles. Do they have more harvesters? They don't. Lorem Ipsum take it because they have one more titanium.
That's crazy.
That's insane. They would have won. Okay, Lorem Ipsum take it. Well played. Next up is Pantheon versus Three Mice Lock into Cambridge. Let's speed up a little to start here.
Yeah, so a lot of these teams using the like a very similar barriers and launchers defense strategy.
Mm.
I think because harvesters are so expensive in this patch, it makes a lot of sense to like spend a lot defending them.
Yeah,
Barriers and launchers are actually quite cheap, relatively.
this is some really interesting routing as well. Just in terms of like they've got a bridge here that's like going onto the same line. Like it's kind of cool. Like
Yeah, we won't question it.
and
Um,
they've now they're attacking really. Got some income. Okay, I'm just gonna speed through now. But I think if we look at the graph, yeah, they're
yeah,
running away
so
with
one
it.
thing I noticed is like when we put like a lot of concentrated ore deposits, like people don't seem to use all of them. Like here, like you could get more throughput by just going up and putting a harvest on all of those titanium there.
Yeah, which I think might be because like the original default maps didn't have much like grouped up resources. They had a lot of like individual ones. Let's go to cubes here, which maybe people over indexed on that, but a lot of these newer maps have a lot of like bunched up ones. Um,
Yeah, I do think a lot of the Sprint 1 bots at least were quite overfit on the default 6 maps.
yeah. Okay. They do not have any income now from 3 Mice Lock into Cambridge, so I think Pantheon just went
Yeah.
here. So it's a
I think the passive income is a well needed balance patch.
This is so interesting to see as well. Them putting their 4 barriers around each thing. I wonder whether that's them pre-coding the whole like, oh, you can't place barriers on top of ores anymore. But
Yeah, I mean there was actually quite a lot of there's quite a lot of bots that like rush the, or at least early in the sprint there was a lot of bots that rush the opponent and like put barriers on top of their resource deposits. But I guess we're seeing fewer of those on the sprint.
yeah, I think this is pure econ versus econ here. It doesn't feel like either are really attacking each other in these games. That might change for like the smaller maps that we'll see. But in terms of econ, it looks like just in general, Pantheon are winning here,
Yeah.
which is
I
interesting
think
because
if
they're
you can get
spending
some
so
just like
much.
really good pathfinding and routing, like just get your econs to be really good. You're doing quite
Oh,
well.
yeah, look at
Um,
this. They can't get a bridge over the wall. They just need to. I guess they can only bridge next to the core from the direction it's coming, so they don't know they can put it next to it here or something. That's tough from through my sock in the
yeah,
Cambridge. Oh, so offensive. Sentinels in the middle. Damn. Okay, yeah, they're completely locked out now. That's a win for Pantheon. Well played. Cool. Next
very
up is
cool.
Git branches. This is such an interesting one to me because it's such like a test on like which direction you go here. Oh, okay. There's gonna be a fight in the
Yeah,
middle. Let's see what
yeah,
happens.
lots of barriers.
But
Oh,
I
so
think
that's a very well placed launcher. Like
yeah.
or if they could just have a launcher like two to the right, they could completely block that entire um.
Oh, okay. I mean, both of. Oh, nice. Okay, Pantheon actually gets some
It,
income
it,
here. That's so tough.
that builder bot seems to have been like soft locked or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, this is. I mean, it's they place so many launches here. I think they just run out of money, so they can't like they can't do anything. Like yeah, they're completely out of titanium here. So we can just speed through this now. But Pantheon have the income. Whoa, look at all these launchers.
Very cool.
Just
Very. They're just flexing on their opponent.
yeah, doing a victory lap. That's crazy. Well played. Um, MFF1
And our
versus
last match in
Memes.
round of 16.
Yeah, this is the final round of 16 map.
So I actually think MFF1 is like a team to watch.
Mm.
They seem to have some quite good bots.
I mean, they've
Just from
always
observing ladder.
they've always been in the RO16. Oh, okay, they're
Yeah.
sniping over the
They've already
wall.
got Sentinels sniping over the wall. That's very cool.
Crazy. Although again, like they're not. Oh no, no, okay, they can't reach there. I was gonna say they're not attacking the opponent's harvester, but that's.
Well, they've actually got a much
Oh,
lower
they've got some
hook there.
pathfinding. They've got pathfinding going through. They do have much lower throughput.
Yeah,
You're
I
right.
think a lot of these early games are really just pathfinding death. Like if you can just sort out your pathfinding. Yeah. There we go.
Crazy. Yeah,
Gunner's finally used.
that's wild.
Very nice.
Cool. All right, Gaussian. Yeah, I think MFF1's
Okay.
building here has always been so cool. Like they've always built sort of a base around themselves, and they're still doing that now. That they sort of developed it a little bit. Um,
Yeah. They're very combat focused.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, damn. And they're very turret focused. Sorry, gunner focused as well, compared to most of
Yeah.
the Sentinel
They're
users.
really like sneaking in there and getting the gunners. That's very cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Damn. Okay. Um, Git branches next. So this is a test. Do they go down? Do they go up? MFF1. Oh, they have put something down. Do they have enough resources to bring it back? They're running
Let's
out.
see.
They do. They
There
get
we
it. They
go.
get it. They get it. Unfortunately, no, no.
Yeah.
Meeps get it
And
too.
I
Okay.
like that I like that design with the launcher in front and then like a splitter with two sentinels next to the base. That's very
Yeah,
cool.
it's
The
funding
the
both of
launcher is
them.
basically like their defense.
This is super cool. This
Like
is
who
this
who
is
needs
smart.
barriers when you have a launcher in front of your sentinels, I guess.
Yeah, their protection as well is like they've got bridge and then sentinel and then 2 barriers next to their harvester. So you have to like
Oh,
it's super cool. Oh, what
wait,
happened
did they
there?
destroy the opponent core?
Oh yeah, sorry, I missed that. But again, they did their gunner strat, which is cool.
Very sneaky with those gunners.
I should have been watching. Cool. Well played.
Very cool.
Awesome. Now on to the quarterfinals. Blue Dragon versus JDK, more like IDK.
Yeah. So Blue Dragon definitely the favorite here. They've got like 2,500 and something either.
Crazy. I
Um,
don't know. I didn't think that was possible. Like when we raised the GM threshold to 2,400, like we sort of thought it was like we weren't gonna get any GMs.
yeah, it,
But
it was supposed to be just like aspirational, like people have something to grind for.
wait.
Um,
So this is something really cool that Blue Dragon does actually. Let's go back a bit there. Um, but you can see them
th-
like launching in and then launching back, which is kind of sick. Uh, like
Very cool.
here they they launch. Where does it happen? Yeah, so the launcher launches the bot in, it does some damage, and then it immediately gets launched back by the opponent, but by then it's already done the damage, and they just cycle through that over and over and over again, which is really so you
Yeah,
can see them
the
like
opponent launches it. That's very cool. It's
yeah,
like
so like dive bombing like
opportunity attack.
yeah
Very cool.
yeah. So they've there's just no income here for JDK more like IDK, unfortunately.
And I guess that's like really dependent on the spawn order of the bots because the you have to have the builder bot like go after the launcher in the spawn order.
Yeah. Yeah, which yeah, that's true
Very
actually.
cool.
I wonder if they what if they actually think about that? Like, surely. I mean, they're our number one,
They
so
probably did to be
yeah,
honest.
yeah. Let's look at cubes here. Um,
Yeah. So these are two very strong teams, so I anticipate they won't have any trouble with this map.
yeah, immediately Blue Dragon are dive bombing in with their launcher,
Yeah.
dismantling the bridge.
I'm loving the launcher strats.
Yeah, they put a sentinel
Yeah.
down where it was.
So,
God.
someone told me like launchers being meta makes debugging pathfinding hard, and I can definitely see that being true.
That was a really cool thing though. They dive bombed the bridge, put a sentinel down, then just like bullied them. That's crazy.
Getting the sneaky sentinels in that pocket is very cool.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, get branches. Wonder what happens here. Okay, wow. Blue Dragon immediately gets some income, which is big here. Getting this down income. Do JDK more like IDK have enough? They know they don't. They've ran out of money. How'd they spend so much? Was it all on roads? I guess there's a lot of roads.
I guess the harvester and the bridges.
That surely that's not that doesn't add up to 2,000 or 1,000. Like that's crazy. But
Maybe just because they have so many builder bots.
maybe. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's tough. But yeah, okay, for good measure they
Yeah.
they
It's
break the
definitely
bridges
very
everywhere.
risky building like a lot of oh my gosh. It's just
Crazy.
styling on your opponent at the
Yeah.
end.
GG. All right, Never
5-0.
Surrender
That's
versus
crazy.
Bois. Yes, this is such a tough map. I feel kind of evil for putting
Yeah.
this in.
Let's see.
Okay, so Bois have a very well defended harvester here. It's got walls to its left. It's, but they don't have as much throughput as Never Surrender. It
Yeah.
was
So
five
I think these
harvesters.
maps are a lot more like adversarial and like definitely different, quite different to the map. So I anticipate like even if we didn't do a balance patch, the strategies would change a lot.
Yeah.
But basically like doubling the map size after the sprint. Oh yeah, and also for those people watching, you should definitely expect the sprint maps to get harder and harder. Like by sprint 4, the maps will be absolutely evil. You'll need some like really good pathfinding.
Not super evil though. Like we're not gonna like completely like lock out the core or something. Like we'll it'll still be possible. Because
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, because we also have to consider that like all maps we release to sprint are gonna make it to ladder, and everybody plays the maps in ladders. We don't want to do two
It's
evil
interesting
things.
that people put so many roads down.
Yeah.
I guess it's only 0.5% scaling, so it's not a huge cost, but it's probably suboptimal.
Yeah, like they don't need these roads down here, for instance. Like, I guess they need it for pathfinding, but still, it's well played from Never Surrender. This is a smaller map. I'm gonna go slower here. Yes, this is a very rush heavy map. Now that there's actually a way for them to rush each other, I wonder if some attacks will happen, unlike the previous one.
it would be really cool if like if we could know what the things on the markers mean, but I guess we can't unless people put comments in their code.
Oh, okay, there's some like, early attack from Bois
An early
here.
Sentinel.
Really early Sentinel. But the
They,
Khmer is
they
just
don't seem to
routing
be
around
getting
it.
any ammo though. Oh,
Oh, now they are.
so that builder bot isn't healing. So it like they spawned a builder bot to heal, but there's like one to the left that isn't
Yeah.
doing any healing.
Yeah, this guy's just not. He's chilling. Wow. I guess Bois just take that one.
He just let his team die.
Yeah. Gave up. Okay,
So they
never
both go
surrender.
down, and
Oh,
I guess one team didn't make it back.
they tried to get
Yeah,
both at once. No.
it is quite a hard map. I think it rewards you a lot for going straight down. I think that's a lot easier than going to the right.
Yeah, it also rewards you for not like trying to grab everything at once, I guess. Like cuz it's so expensive to get one resource back. Like you have to sort of not overspend everywhere. Yeah, I mean, silver just take this Bois have the income. Cool. Next up is cubes.
Right.
Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, see, I think a lot of teams get quite greedy early on, like spawning like 4 or 5 builder bots. Um,
Yeah, and
but it's
there's
quite
no
risky on
income.
very hard maps.
Again, never surrender lose for that same reason. Like they spent a ton on each of these three ores and they just don't have enough to bring it back to base anymore. Which is a really tough failure case because like how do you communicate that between the bots? I guess the solution is just don't have as many bots early. It's like the
Yeah,
only solution. But
I mean, I think this is this kind of loss is a bit feels bad. Like this is probably this is like one of the main reasons for adding a passive income.
yeah,
Because it
yeah,
feels quite hard to. It's like kind of just guessing the number of bots you should spawn at the start.
yeah, and
It's kind of hard to know.
it affects like lower elo teams drastically more than it does higher elo ones. But yeah, Bois take that one. Well played. Next up is closed AI versus lorem ipsum. Yeah, universal basic income. We're making a full-on Marxist utopia in Battlecode. It's gonna be awesome on Titan. Let's go.
I think this the lore of this game is the complete opposite. It's like a capitalist hellhole. Yeah, the world is run by 6 corporations.
Yeah. Okay. Are they gonna attack? No, no. I mean,
Oh,
closed AI have a
so
lot
you
of
can see
income
they're
here.
like
Oh,
they're blocking off the ores. That's quite cool. Um,
they are. They are. Yeah,
like
yeah,
if you
yeah.
look to the right over here, yeah.
That's interesting. But yeah, they sneak in. They're able to put a single three sentinels down and a gunner actually. Sorry, I didn't see these ones on the left, but they take that one. Well played from Lorem Ipsum.
Very cool. Yeah, I guess I'm still yet to see any breaches, which is kind of sad. But
Yeah,
hopefully as teams get
yeah,
better, breaches will get more love.
yeah. I mean, it's the refined Axionite. It's
Yeah, breaches are very hard to set up, but they are kind of like uncounterable.
Oh, unfortunately, Lorem Ipsum don't actually get any income here. They overspend on their core defense. So this one goes to closed AI. Um,
Yep.
just have the income here. Kind of yeah, boring. This is such a boring. Like when this happens, it's not a fun watch. I think
Yeah,
universal basic
yeah.
income will definitely help. Let's look at this. All right, Gaussian.
Okay. We might want to slow this one down, yeah.
Yeah, this is always a quick one. Let's see what happens. Okay, they both got income. They've snuck a bot in here. They've broken a
So
conveyor.
I wonder if like I noticed people have put a lot of markers down early. Like I wonder if people can actually use all this information.
I mean, it looks like a lot of these are very similar values. Like this one's 93,
Yeah.
95, 90, 100.
It could just be like a simple counter or something.
Yeah, it could be a turn count. It might help with like pathfinding. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Lorem Ipsum
Yeah.
got stuck in there. Well played.
I wonder if later on people will be like trying to reverse engineer each other's like marker layouts.
No, I think it's a Cold War. I think it's a always obfuscate more. It's impossible. Do an XOR with the turn number plus some n or something.
Yeah, you can put in your own secret encrypted key, I guess.
Okay, this is pure econ. It looks like. Oh no, no, stuck in some gunners. Damn,
Wow,
guys,
that was so quick. I
it's
didn't
so
even know you could like
sneaky.
pathfind to the opponent's core that quick on this map.
Yeah, we can watch the bots. You can see the bot is right here. I think the one who did it. We can like sort of scrub through and see what happens. You can see it sneaking up at the top there. Breaks a conveyor, puts something down. Breaks a conveyor, puts another one down. Another one. That's
Yeah.
mental. Yeah, we'll play to Lorm Ipsum there.
Brutal
Next up
rushes.
is Pantheon versus MFF1. Unfortunately, that knocks out the last emeralds as well there. It's kind of tough.
Yeah. No low elo upsets.
No, no, low elo is banned. Next up is Pantheon versus MFF1. Let's go. Yeah, that's one somebody said in chat. But there's no reason not to put down a marker, I guess. Um, other than like so it's good to write something down, I suppose, but then like there's some sort of resource expenditure in terms of time of your bot reading it back again, and like so it's there is a little bit of downside, and so it's like if you're not getting any real upside, like there's no point, I guess. So like
Yeah, I mean, I guess markers are completely free. I mean, some teams aren't using them at all. Like these two teams seem to have not put any markers down.
yeah, yeah, clearly you can
Um,
get pretty far without it, but I think teams like Blue Dragon, for instance, are number ones. They use a ton of markers, so I think it is valuable.
I mean, there's no other way to communicate between the bots apart from I guess maybe like bot movement or like placing other kinds of buildings. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
you definitely can't get as much information across as like 2 to 32.
Ooh, there's some attacks here from Pantheon on MFF1. Well, then they're attacking back over the wall.
Yeah,
This is
attacking
super
over the wall.
interesting.
I love these sentinels sniping over the walls. I think it looks really
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, this is a super close one. Look, like there's just less income here for
Yeah,
MFF1, but are there enough turns for Pantheon to take over? I don't know. Oh, they've
neck
got
and
another
neck.
source of income.
Yeah. I mean, one map that I really liked watching last sprint, but we didn't include it in the stream was Thread of Life. Like I think there was a lot of interesting matches where people were like having sentinels snipe over the wall on that one too.
Yeah. Okay, this is tough. I think MFF1 actually run away with this one here.
Yep. Just a production diff, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, there's some skirmishes there, skirmish here. Like I think they just won
Yeah.
by putting these sniping sentinels over because there were some more harvesters here.
I mean, they just have so many builder bots.
Yeah, this is crazy. Cool. Let's look at gate branches. So this is, let's see, do they path down? Okay. Pantheon. Oh no, putting down all these barriers is gonna suck. It's gonna suck so
Are they
bad.
going to make it back to their base?
No, they're so
Yeah.
poor.
See, I think the teams that try to go left first really get screwed on this map.
Oh, but they've run out as
But
well.
also, this team also hasn't made it back.
They've still got 34 titanium. How much is conveyor in this patch again?
Uh, I think conveyors are 3, I want to say.
So they could just place one
Um,
there.
Probably.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that builder bot is doing.
Damn, what happens here?
Interesting.
Who has more harvesters? They have the same number of harvesters, so I think MFF1 take it by default because of titanium. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess they just knew they would win. They didn't even need to like place down the.
That's so unfortunate. That's really unfortunate, actually. Let's look at cubes here. I think this one
Yeah.
is always a fun one to look at. Let's see what happens. Okay.
Oh, they've made it very close to the opponent's base. I like this like walling off resources strat. I think it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's smart.
And it's not as strong as people thought, I guess. Um, this like little pocket above the cores is I guess particularly strong because there's a resource deposit there. Just
Yeah.
for like arming a sentinel.
No, it's true. It's
That's something we'll definitely consider for like future map design.
yeah, but I think it's kind
Um,
of cool though. I like it. It's a neat like oh look at this though. They're like Pantheon are really just like they're
yeah,
surrounding
there's a
everything.
lot of resources in this map if you have very good pathfinding.
This is such an interesting matchup. Like I wonder what
They're
happens
doing like
here.
checkerboard blocking off the harvester spots. I guess it's cheaper to block your opponent's harvesters than to build your own.
Yeah.
Just because barriers are quite cheap.
Yeah, no, it's true. But I mean, titanium collected here is pretty neck and neck, although it looks like they're like MFF1 are outpacing a bit here. Is either gonna go on the offensive at some point? I don't know. It looks
Yeah, I
pretty
think
econ.
gold here
Oh,
just doesn't have as good as econ.
there's some attack from gold here. Some Pantheon's getting a little offensive. But notice how many silver bots are also running around gold's
Yeah.
base.
I mean, notice how many of the resources that gold is blocking off. Like they've like got a checkerboard around every single resource. That's actually quite cool. Like they
Yeah,
found the edges of all the resources. Um,
yeah. They've done pathfinding on the entire map almost. I'm so curious if anyone's gonna attack. I don't think so.
The checkerboard is quite clever because you need to build conveyor belts like adjacent. So
Mm. I mean, it looks like MFF1 are just going to take this unless there can be an offensive here. There's some attacking going on. Is anything going to happen? Oh, they're super close as well. Oh, there's a turret.
oh, there's a gunner there.
Oh, wow.
That bridge goes onto their gunner. They did not check that there wasn't a turret on the other side.
Damn. Yeah, bridging directly onto the gunner. MFF1 take it. This is a crazy. This is a really cool game actually. I like this one.
Yeah,
This was fun to watch. Um, Sick, awesome.
very
Let's
cool.
call that one. We now have our semi-finalists: Blue Dragon, Bois, Lorem Ipsum, and MFF1. Oh,
Notice that
interesting.
everyone is over 2,000 elo.
Pantheon won the other two games. That's tough. That was a super close matchup.
Yeah, that's a
That was
tough
crazy.
upset.
That was wild. Let's go
Okay. Yeah.
for Blue Dragon next and Bois.
Okay. Starting off with get branches.
Yeah. So it's reusing some maps now for this one, which I think is actually a bug on my part, because we have
Okay.
15 maps. No, actually, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's because we had. I'll go back after this and show you the other five maps, which are in the round 1 and 2, I think. But that's fine. So this is reusing a couple, but we have
Yeah.
Sierpinski Evil
So
back and Butterfly back as well.
so it looks like both teams have successfully found their first door, which is cool.
Yeah.
There's what is going on there? Wait, like look on the what is going on on with this builder bots? They're just getting like launched across. Or like
Like here? Yeah. I mean, wait, what
yeah.
was that? Whoa.
That's crazy. They got some like
They're
really cool
chaining it.
turn
Yeah,
ordering, I
because
guess.
there's one here. Yeah, so it launches, 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 launches. Like, damn. But there's just no income here for Bois. I think Blue Dragon just take it. Yeah.
There's some very cool like defensive launches though.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Um,
Blue
but yeah,
Dragon
I think I
for
think
good
Blue Dragon
measure,
just takes this one.
rearing it there.
They just have better like routing,
Yeah,
like more reliable routing.
yeah. Their pathfinding is so good actually. It's kind of insane. Cool. All right, next up, let's go on to Sierpinski Evil. So this is another pathfinding test, a little bit. Because also like notably, if you put a harvester down, you have to like make because there's always a little tile free, but you can't place things like launchers and sentinels or like barriers because there's already walls around. So it's sort of tough for the teams who have like blueprints they place on the ores. Um, but it looks like Blue Dragon gets some income immediately.
They both found each other's bases.
Oh, what's going on here?
Interesting.
A couple launchers. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, the launches are crazy.
But Blue Bois found the opponent base too.
It looks like neither of them have successfully pulled off an early game rush.
No, which is surprising for these two teams. Both of them are early game rushers.
I think the launch defense is really good. Um,
Yeah, although to be fair, Blue Dragon doesn't. I think Blue Dragon do everything a little bit. I think they're good econ. They
yeah,
also
they're
attack.
just good at everything.
Yeah,
Um,
there's some. Yeah, but I think there's just no income for Bois here,
Boss
so
has
it's
zero income, so yeah,
yeah. Take it away.
yeah. And then you can just see gold like completely cover the map. Very
This
cool.
is crazy. Look at all the road deletion. It's kind of insane. Let's look at Butterfly. I like this map. This one's pretty.
Yeah. So actually, like a lot of those ores are unreachable. They're just kind of for decoration. The ones on the outside. But also, I was thinking that it might fuck up some people's pathfinding. I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, I mean, also if you walk over here and you put a harvester down, you can't get back over unless you put down a launcher or something.
Yeah.
You block yourself off. I saw some people talking in the Discord about that, I think. So let's see what happens. So Blue Dragon instantly rush in. They're doing their dive bombing. They're dive bombing this bridge here. They're dancing. Okay. Now Bar over on the opponent's side. Oh, they're attacking but healing as well from Blue Dragon. Blue Dragon heal a ton. This is interesting.
They've got a lot of repetitive actions.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Dude, this would not fly in chess, man. This would be a draw. This would be a stalemate.
Yeah. It looks like the builder bots are just soft blocking each other, like damaging and healing.
Oh, there's another bot that
Um,
came out there. It's just kind of chilling. What's the... Okay, Blue Dragon are catching up on the Titanium Collected, though. Because they just have one more Harvester. That's it. Look, Look at it
Yeah.
bouncing around everywhere. This is crazy. But it looks like they're
Yeah,
kind of
I think if you
stuck.
make like a wall of on certain maps, if you make like a wall of launchers on the choke point, then they can just like never rush. So you could just if you had like really good econ and a really good launcher defense, it might be like the best strategy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is. I'm so curious why they're not like oh, they're moving it a little bit.
Is that like one launcher soft locking like 100? Like what is going
Yeah, I guess
what is
so.
going on?
Because I think they're trying to move in to put something down here, but they're oh they put something down and finally I guess they just overpowered the launcher by sheer numbers.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, one thing that we did notice is that a lot of rush is just like sneaking in turrets into the right places. So I think like one thing that will help nerfing rushes is making builder bots a little bit cheaper, so you can have more of them and like monitor more of your base.
Yeah, and also since they have attack and heal, if you have more of them, that also buffs like defending because you can heal faster. You can like you can attack faster like because there's more people, more bots. But Blue Dragon take
Yeah,
that one. GG boy.
they might have gone 5-0 in all of their matches.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, that this team is quite dominant.
Blue Dragon 5-0 everything. Did they 5-0 their R4? No, they
For
4-1
4-1,
against Meow Fan Club. Um Blue Dragon 5-0 PPP, 5-0 Cinnamon,
yeah,
and they got it. Yeah, they had a buy
yeah. I
there.
mean, it takes quite a lot to like get to 2500, right? You have to like start 5-0ing most
That's
teams.
wild, yeah. Um, that's crazy. Okay, next up, Lorem Ipsum versus MFF1. Let's see what happens. Let's start on Stupidski Evil. We've seen Git branches too much, I think, at this point.
Yeah, it is a very cool map though.
Yeah, I like Git branches
Um,
a lot. Okay, so they both have income. They both have defense. Lorem Ipsum have their
yeah.
cool looking walls
The
and
Sentinel
splitters.
defense seems to be pretty good.
Yeah,
I actually think it's quite resource efficient as well, just because.
mm,
Um,
especially with these splitters. Like this, I really like the splitter tech a lot. This is really cool. Okay, there's
yeah,
a
I guess you don't have to make a lot of separate like conveyor lines into these Sentinels.
yeah. Okay, silver do have higher income here. They've just got one extra harvester, I think. No, actually, no, they're equal. They're in lockstep. Let's see if anything happens. Are they gonna? Oh, are they? They're refining. They're foundering. They've got some Axionite. I think Lorem Ipsum might just take it based on Axionite, unless they get destroyed at some point. Let's slow down a little bit.
Yeah, I think farming Axionite's been quite good in this match. It's just people haven't really used it much yet.
I think it's especially good
To
for
build
these
with.
these kinds of matchups where like you like
But it's
nobody's really
interesting
rushing
because
in. Yeah.
like Axionite conveyors are just better than conveyors. So
Yeah,
it
yeah,
feels
yeah.
like if you have Axionite, you should just use it.
Yeah, I guess we haven't got that far. This is only sprint two, I suppose. Like there's a lot of
Yeah, I guess
yeah.
there's like three or four more sprints left.
I think Lorem Ipsum just take this based on the Axie Knight. This is a this is so still crazy to watch. It's so hard to hard to see what's going on in this
It's
one.
hard to read this game, yeah.
I think this map in particular, there's so much like noise.
Yeah, so much clutter. All
Cool. Let's look at Butterfly.
right.
Let's see what happens. But GG to Lorem Ipsum there.
Yeah. So I think I might have put the cores a bit too close on this map, but
I think it's cool.
um,
I think it's really neat actually because there's this tiny little bottle like chokehold here, um, choke point. Okay, what's happening? They
yeah.
both have income.
I noticed a lot of teams going straight up and rooting through the wings of the butterfly, which I actually I meant for that to not be passable, but
Oh, really?
yeah,
That's funny.
that's a bit of a mistake on my part.
No,
There's
no,
two
no.
gaps.
I think it works. I think it works. Like
Yeah,
this bit here, this bit here.
yeah.
That's kind of
Um,
cheeky. Oh, there's some attacking with some gunners here.
yeah. They've got a
Whoa.
lot of healing, but maybe not enough.
Yeah, let's slow down a bit here because this is like this is a lot to parse. Like what is
Yeah.
happening here? So we've got some income at the bottom. We've got this being fed by the two
So
things here. There's a bridge that goes onto the splitter.
yeah, so there's two gunners, and then there's like bridges, three bridges going onto a splitter, which are like fueling the two gunners.
Well, it can't fuel this one because it's in front of it. So it's fueling this one, and then this one's being
Yeah,
fueled from
that's
the
getting
harvester
fueled by the
behind.
harvester.
Yeah.
And then there's three builder bots sitting on the base, healing.
But they're being attacked by the gunner too, because the gunner can attack it in that line. So this is
Yeah.
this is really complex.
Oh, one of the builder bots is gone.
Yeah. And oh, the core's so low now. It's not even being healed. I think the bots are just kind of chilling.
Yeah, you can see the green circles are like the healing
Oh yeah, so
circles,
they
but
did heal. They did heal, but they just could not heal the two gunners. Damn.
yeah, not
Gunners do a
enough,
lot
not
of
enough.
damage. Like it's actually kind of crazy. Like gunners are good. It's I think they're underutilized
Gunners
potentially.
are very resource efficient as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Let's look at tiles. Cool. So this is another.
so I think like I made you have to do sort of a detour to be able to rush on this map. That probably wasn't enough. I think like if you're trying to get predictions for what's going to be in the next sprint, like think that you have to do quite a large detour to reach the opponent's base. A lot of like very evil pathfinding.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I think both teams are successfully making it to each other's bases on this map.
yeah. I think this might just be an econ one though. Like it doesn't look like either are really
Yeah,
attacking. Um,
yeah, they both got quite reliable supply chains.
they both got pretty good defenses on the harvesters here. Like they both barrier. This looks like Silver uses
Yeah,
sentinels here.
Silver has exactly 4 harvesters, which so they're not being bottlenecks yet.
Oh yeah, I
I
see in
guess now they
chat.
will be.
Uh, Coders they can't. Gunners cannot attack over. They just attack what's in front of them.
Yeah, yeah, gunners can't shoot over walls, that's correct. Um, gunners just shoot in a straight line and they hit whatever's first. But we
Hmm.
did change it so they can shoot over like roads and markers and conveyors.
Yeah, passable tiles for the. Oh, is there some Axionite foundry nonsense going on? Yeah, yeah. There's some Axionite. Where's their foundry? Where's the
Yeah,
foundry?
I think the Axionite is just like a massive win if you can fend off the rushes. That's a really good strategy.
Do you see where the foundry is? Like,
I do not see where the boundary is.
oh no, it's over here. It's the wrong team. There it is. There it is.
Ah, there it is. Oh yeah, that's very clever. Like the splitter as an auto sorter into the foundry. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think.
That's really smart.
Yeah.
That's sick. That's sick. Damn. Yeah, but I guess like I wonder why blue are routing some. Oh, I guess it's unintentional. That's really funny. The the raw Axionite is going onto the belt that they
Clogging up
wanted
their supply
titanium on.
chains, yeah.
Wow, that's really funny.
Oh, right, they're like stealing from their opponent's harvesters, but they're on Axionite.
Yeah, yeah, but the Axionite's just being deleted when it goes to their core, so they're not like getting any benefit out of it. So it just means they get less titanium. Oh yeah, Lorem Ipsum, take that one. Well played.
Very cool.
Let's look at get
All right,
branches now.
back to get wrenches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the expensive defense
Oh,
here means they're
so wait,
probably
have both
self luck.
teams run out already?
No,
Oh no,
no, no,
okay.
no. MFF1 got it. Yeah, so they just take this one. Damn. I was gonna say, yeah, like
Yeah.
they both build like pretty expensive defenses, but I think Lorem Ipsum just built it too early, which means they
Maybe
just
made the
yeah.
mats a little bit too mean. I hope people's pathfinding gets better though, like soon.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, cubes. This is a nail biter. Who wins the best of five? I don't
Okay.
know.
Lots of very cool bridge routing. Yeah. See, I actually think like MFF1 looks like almost overly defensive. Like they have 4 sentinels up already. Um,
Yeah, they put one on each harvester.
we'll see if those are useful.
Yeah. I mean I think something we'll see later in the competition is like not putting sentinels down in places that aren't like your front line. Like the concept of like a front line might come into it more. Because like this is not the
Yeah,
front
I
line.
think it'd be really cool if there's like a frontier on both sides and you get some sort of like poking and trading.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think it'll be harder later in the competition to like sneak around and stuff like that. Like for instance, this map, like if you just hold like this choke point and then you move up, then you hold these choke points. Like you can imagine like oh, they're being sniped actually, but you can imagine there are ways to massively reduce your defense spend by using the map to your advantage.
Oh, wait, they saved the core.
Oh wow!
Last second.
Oh my god! Wow!
Yeah, so 2 border bots is more than enough to fend off 1 sentinel. Like this is one of the things with the sentinel. It's got like quite low DPS. Um,
This is crazy.
but yeah, they almost pulled off the sneak attack there. That was close.
Oh yeah, sorry. Somebody
So
just
so
put
one thing I
to.
noticed is that like
No, wait. One sec.
oh,
Somebody just put it on the Discord. This is crazy. There's a gunner right here next to this splitter. They're doomed.
they're gonna like root onto the splitter.
If they route onto that splitter, it's over. That's crazy.
Yeah, one thing I noticed is that like a lot of people are getting away with like one sentinel rushes, and like if the core just notices that it gets damaged, it can just build a builder bot to like cancel
Ooh,
that.
one of the bots ran away to do something, and now it's going down over time
Yeah.
again. This is
I
crazy.
still think that should be enough to
Oh, it's routed onto the gutters shooting.
uh,
Whoa!
very cool.
Who wins?
Very
Who
cool.
wins? It's a
Yeah,
race.
so they finally finished their like routing onto it and it like screwed them over.
Yeah,
Let's
that's so
see.
funny. That's so funny. Okay, there. It looks like actually MFF1 might take
Yeah.
this.
So like yeah,
So
one gunner has more DPS than the healing of one one Voldemort, so there's definitely good use cases of gunners.
this is crazy. This is crazy. Oh, they're
Let's
healing.
see.
They're
This
healing. They're healing. They're
we
healing.
have three Voldemorts healing.
They're healing. Oh my god! Wait, wait. Actually, do lore maps take this?
Wait, that's crazy.
What the
Oh,
hell?
I guess one sentinel is just slightly more DPS than one Voldemort.
Wow. Wow, that was crazy. Wow, some really
Yeah.
good last second healing there. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
last time they spawned in a lot of Voldemorts and just they just got them rotating and healing. Very cool.
That was cinema. That was cinema. Okay, wow. GG. Well played. That's insane.
Okay. So
Laura
our
Mipsum
match
took
with
it.
two Titans, Blue Dragon and Laura Mitsum.
Yeah. Before we show you this match, I want to show you the last 5 maps, which I think were in round 1. Um, let's show you a couple matches from let's go Cutie Fan Club versus Aviators. But these are the other 5 maps that you'll be seeing in ladder pretty soon.
Yeah.
So
So
this first one,
this one's also quite a big challenge on pathfinding. I actually think Rush is quite hard on this map. You have to do some pretty good routing.
yeah, this is a crazy. This is gonna be tough for these lower rated bots. Oh, this is unfortunate. Oh, they've got some going
Have
back.
they managed to? Oh, okay, well,
No. Yeah, this one's an interesting one. So it's Wasteland Oasis. It's like Wasteland, the other map, but with Oasis in it. Um, and then Settlement next up. This is
yeah. So this one's inspired by like basically the idea is like you have two rivers, and you just have like little villages next to it. It's quite an empty map, so I guess Rush is quite possible.
yeah. I mean, there's so many resources though. We can just skip through this. We don't need to watch it play out. Oh, this one cold.
This is one of Ollie's submissions. Um, yeah, I think it's very creative.
There's so many resources here. But I think this is gonna be interesting for people to play around, not having like these tiles here to work with. Like you have to route in through these corners, which might be kind of tough. We'll see. And then
Yep.
binary tree.
Yeah. Um, the idea was supposed to look like a perfect binary tree, but it's kind of difficult to do.
It's close enough. It's almost there.
Lots of very abundant resources though. Yeah.
But this is
Um,
rushable. This is a very rushable map here.
yeah.
And then Starry Night. I like this one. This is quite pretty.
Yeah.
But this is also really close,
Lots of
really rushable.
spirals. Yeah. So the cores are quite close, but the resources are really far. So
Mm. Especially
we'll see.
like the Axionite's closer than the Titanium here as well. And so it's interesting. Cool. Okay, back to the main show.
Okay. And the moment you've been waiting for.
Yeah. Let's close this up.
Who's our Sprint 2 winner?
Blue Dragon versus Lorem Ipsum. Who will take it? Let's start off with what you choose. What map should we start on?
Honestly, I think Get Ranches is a good map to
Let's go.
start on.
Let's go. Let's see what happens. So these are our grand finals. Somebody was just asking what game that was. That was one of like the round 1 games. Don't worry about it. That was like I was just showing the maps that are going the ladder pretty soon. Those were the round 1 and round 2 maps. Though I didn't
So,
screw up
so
map
both of these teams
allocation.
have very good although Blue Dragon starts with a lot of bots. That seems like it'd be dangerous, but I guess not.
Typing midstream.
Oh,
It's
wait,
just
have both of them?
five,
What is going on with these launchers? I guess both of them have run out. That's crazy. Because I could have sworn that both these teams successfully managed to like reach the first resource on this map before.
yeah. I mean, this is just purely who has the harvester, and I think that goes to Lorem Ipsum here. I
Very
think
cool.
right, like Yeah, silver take this. I mean, this is.
Well, Blue Dragon has more titanium. I think stored titanium is before harvesters,
Do they have stored
potentially.
titanium? They don't have any collected though. Harvesters is first before stored.
Oh, right, okay. Let's see.
Yeah, you're right. Blue Dragon are TLing here, right? Or is that? Or that's Lorem Ipsum.
Yeah, I
That's
think
Lorem
so.
Ipsum.
They're like 100 microseconds over. That's
No.
crazy.
That's definitely orange. That's Blue Dragon there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder what's happening. Interesting.
yeah. Maybe the barriers make them TLE or something. Um, yeah.
It's mix.
Okay, I don't think there's anything more
All
interesting in
four.
this
Yeah,
map.
I mean this is a tough one.
Yeah.
A third, unfortunately.
I do think these top teams have very good pathfinding though. I was very impressed reading that code.
Yeah. That's super cool. Let's go to the next one. Sierpinski Evil. I think let's look at.
Yep. Do they successfully pull off a rush? Let's see. Okay, you might want to slow this one down.
Yeah,
This
I
is a
mean
rush map.
this is very rush heavy, and these are two bots that do attack each other early.
Yep.
So let's see what happens here. Okay, they both have resources coming in.
Oh, yeah. Those launcher attacks are very cool. Like the throw your boat onto their
Yeah.
bridge before the launcher can throw you away. That's very cool.
Yeah, I mean, here's the dive bombing strategy, patented. Although they're dive bombing on no, it's the opponent throwing them away. Although oh no, they get a
I mean, they
sentinel
did
down.
manage to successfully get rid of the bridge. Yeah,
I
very
mean,
cool.
it's crazy in this kind of like terrain to be able to figure out where to put a sentinel down. Like
Yeah, I
it's
mean, these are
crazy.
completely unseen maps, right? So that's very cool.
Yeah.
Sticking the sentinel into that pocket is, yeah, impressive work, honestly.
This is crazy.
Okay, I think they might take this one unless there's, yeah, okay. The Lawrence is not spawning any bots to heal.
Yeah, there's no healing happening. Okay, Blue Dragon, just take it.
Okay.
Let's look at Butterfly. I like Butterfly a lot. Let's
Yeah,
see. Let's go slow again. This is another rush map,
yeah.
so let's see what happens. Do they rush each other? Okay, they get a ton of barriers down early. Wait, what just happened there? Did you see that?
I
Did
did
they?
not see. Let's see.
I think they just like deleted some of their barriers or somehow. Wait, what? All right, unless I'm going crazy. Like they put three barriers down, then they deleted.
Oh yeah, and then they just wiped them out. I guess they worked out that it's not near the opponent.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's a.
Yeah, and this wall of sentinels over here next to that harvester is really useful because it means that Lawrence basically just can't cross that one choke point.
I mean, notably, this is the opponent's harvester. So I think it's kind of interesting because they could just use this harvester by destroying their own sentinel here and putting down something. But I think they're detecting because it's an opponent's harvester. They're like,
Yeah,
they're
let's
doing their
just build
attack
as many
strat.
turrets as possible around this harvester.
Yeah,
That's a cool strategy.
But, I mean, this choke point is like impossible. They've got a launcher here. That means
Yeah,
Blue Dragon are trying to get through, but they just keep getting launched every single time they get through.
one launch is blocking like five builder bots. That's quite crazy.
Look at this. Yeah, you're right. They could go through the
Yeah,
top. Neither are routing over here, because both are blocked off now by their own harvesters, unless they launch
yeah,
over,
yeah,
which they're. I guess they just don't incorporate launchers into pathfinding, um, which is yeah, it makes
yeah,
sense. It's tough. Crazy. So I think we could just speed through this. I don't think they can break through,
yeah.
right?
I think so. One person mentioned that like launchers are an example of just give players a complicated mechanic and they will do cool things. And I think markers are also like this. So I think we'll see launchers and like very cool launcher and marker strats coming very soon. Just as players learn the game a bit more.
Look how many bots there are here. This is mental. Okay, no, okay. So Blue
This
Dragon
is a
did manage to
crazy,
sneak
crazy
in.
match.
Blue Dragon got some in. They got past the launcher. They got one guy, but he's like
Yeah,
stuck
I think it's just too many barriers and too many launches to actually get a successful attack in there.
because there's one here. But even if it gets close, the launchers just shoot them back out again. This is
Yeah,
wild.
I mean, there's a sentinel like sort of helping out with the attack, but it's not enough.
Yeah. This is tough. I think who wins? Who has the more titanium here? Blue Dragon. Blue Dragon actually have more titanium. Damn. Even with these six harvesters up here and two, I guess they have better conveyor throughput here. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean they only have five harvesters compared to six, but I guess Loremitzon's getting bottlenecked.
Okay, should we watch cubes or tiles next? This is game. This is match point. This is tournament point.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think let's watch cubes first.
Okay. Yeah, I like cubes. So this is the final one. Could potentially. We'll see. It could go to
Let's see.
tiles.
Potentially the final match.
Let's see what happens. Okay. Blue Dragon are immediately pathing to the opponent's core.
Yeah. They have some really good pathfinding. Like they've already made it over to their opponent's core.
Yeah, I think they understand the symmetry really well here. They do know there's an ore here, and they do know the core is there. Like that's within vision range.
Well, Loremitzon actually doesn't have any like titanium production, so
Oh no. Yeah, Lorem Ipsum are just soft locked. They just lose here.
yeah. I think that their strategy is too expensive to be reliable.
Oh, that's really rough. That's a tough one to end on. Um, do Blue Dragon put them out of their misery at least? It doesn't. Oh,
No, they just let them suffer.
Yeah.
It's interesting they aren't building any turrets.
Yeah, they're just building a ton of bots instead. I guess because they rely on like the more parasitic like attack. Like
Yeah.
they rely
I
on
mean, one thing about
offensive.
this game is there's quite a few like rock paper scissors mechanics. Like if your opponent builds a defense like this, you really want to be using sentinels. But
Yeah. Well, wow. Damn. GG. Let's quickly look at tiles as well, just see what
yeah, we can
happens.
quickly see the last match.
It looks like similarly, Lorem Ipsum they got attacked early with some sentinels and they got their income taken out. So Blue Dragon take that one. Damn. Really
Very cool.
crazy
Congratulations to our
performance.
Sprint 2 winners, Blue Dragon.
Crazy performance from Blue
Um,
Dragon. GG.
yeah, definitely not unexpected. I think their bot is very good.
Yeah, I mean they've been dominant through like if we if we search Blue Dragon here, Blue Dragon,
Yeah,
like all of their matches have been 4-1s or 5-0s. It's mental. Like they're
yeah.
just completely straight through. It's genuinely insane. Yeah. Well played, well played. I can't get over this match here. Wait, where was it? Where was it? The one that was like Lorem Ipsum MFF1 um cubes. This one was generational. This one was crazy.
Let's put that one in cool matches.
I'm gonna copy this
Yeah,
one for cool matches. This is a featured game.
yeah.
Let's publish this so you can all see it. Make it visible. So now if you go to tournaments, you can see Sprint 2 is right here, and you can find your own bot and see what happened, where you
Yeah,
came in
and
the early
thank you
rounds.
guys so much for tuning in. Yeah, we're like we're so excited to meet all of you, and like this community is genuinely really cool.
Yeah, it's super dope. So again, you can now look at the maps here. So R1 and R2 have 5 maps, and those were the ones we showed off earlier in that low elo game. R3 and R4 have the same maps. Then RO16 and quarters have the same maps, and then semis and finals are a mix of all of the earlier maps, just randomly. So if you want to see what maps are coming to ladder before they're released later tonight, um, you can go look at these matches here. So just remember to like look at R1, R3, and RO16 to see what the maps look like. And then the maps will be released tonight along with the balance changes, which should be in like a couple hours, I guess, right? Or maybe a few more than that,
Yeah,
just to debug.
the
We'll
balance
see.
patches will be coming very soon. I'll put the finalized balance patches straight after the stream.
Yeah. So those will be coming ASAP. But that semifinals game was ridiculous. Um, awesome. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate you all being
Yeah.
here, and we'll see you next week for Sprint 3.
Congrats to our winners, Blue Dragon.
Yeah.